In this video, we're going to look at some of the content in Mesa's Inventor Advanced Part Modeling course. One of the main workflows shown in the Advanced Part Modeling course is a top-down design technique called multi-body part modeling. The idea here is I would build features like I normally would, but certain features are identified as a separate solid, and I now have separate solid bodies in my design. One of the cool things here is I can then run another command that will extract a solid body out into its own part file and essentially build me an assembly. So if I jump over here to my assembly, you'll see I now have an assembly that looks very much like my part model. The part model will then essentially sit at the top of the design tree, where if I go back to that and add a feature, the rest of the features or the assembly will then update. So let's just say I want to add a hole to this upper feature here. The diameter doesn't really matter a whole lot. I'll say through all. I'll say OK. So now you can see I've got a hole in this component. If I jump over to this design, it will need an update, and it will then update to show that additional feature. Another topic that we cover is eye parts. So an eye part is the ability for us to define one part and then define multiple configurations and drive those through a table. So you can see here I have a table item at the top of my tree. I can cycle through, and it's basically different sizes of bolts in this one part file. So it is one IPT that is able to drive multiple other IPT files for me. And you can see here I'll show the table, and I can even edit the table via the spreadsheet if I want to. But I'll go into the table editor here. You can see I can add different parameters, I can add properties, I can suppress features, I can turn certain features on. I have a lot of control here over what we're going to see in each of the different configurations. Another topic that we cover is eye features. So eye features give me the ability to define a collection of features and extract those into an IDE file, which is basically the file type for an eye feature. And then I can place those in whatever other designs I need. So if I go to my Manage tab here, I can go to Insert Eye Feature. It will let me find a feature that I've already defined. I'll say OK here. I can place it on a plane. I can define some other location criteria if need be. I can define multiple different sizes for these if I want. And then once it's all said and done, I can actually activate my sketch and put maybe one last constraint to make sure this thing is sitting in the right location. And I can reuse this feature over and over and over again in as many designs as I need. All this content and more is covered in Mesa's Inventor Advanced Part Modeling course. If you'd like to sign up, feel free to give us a phone call, or you can email me directly at my email address there on the screen. You can also find a link to our course schedule on our website in the description to this video.